way is to begin by listening. If you simply close your eyes and allow yourself to hear all the sounds going on around you. Where did the sounds come from? Really listen. Can you hear the past? Can you hear the future? Dig that sound. Dig that sound. You won't have any images about the sound going on in your mind. You'll simply become completely absorbed in sound. Just listen to the general hum and buzz of the world. Don't try to identify the sounds you're hearing. Simply allow them to play with your eardrums. Let them go. Don't judge the sounds. There are no proper sounds or improper sounds. You don't have to try to understand anything. Just listen to the sound. It's all just sound.
Yes, indeed. Welcome to another edition of Moving the Right Direction Radio on CIUT 89.5 FM in Toronto. I'm your programmer and host, David James, taking you on this magical, mystical journey through this thing we call independent electronic music. Music from your mind, body, and soul. We certainly need a dose of medicine this morning, a little kick in your coffee, so to speak. It's a Thursday morning. We go to 10 o'clock. And kicking things off with brand new music from Ivan Jack with a sample you know very, very well. Originally released as a disco track, mid to late 90s house track, and back at it again. Ivan Jack, everybody pump in. Big show planned for today, including celebrating the women of independent electronic music coming up in a few minutes. We have a bit of a mini mega mix, featuring the likes of the late, great Angie Stone, who passed away suddenly in her 60s as a result of a car accident last week. We'll be kicking the set off and celebrating women of independent electronic music. Angie Stone, a couple of remixes will drop from her. We also have music from Sydney Blues, part of that mix. Strawbry, up-and-coming artist out of Los Angeles. What else do we got here going on? All kinds of stuff, including music from DJ Minx out of Detroit, Misstress Barbara, one of the pioneering women of independent electronic music coming out of Montreal. All part of this mega mix coming up in about 10 minutes or so. Plus, special guest this week, the legend, the bricklayer, Ron Allen from Strobe Recordings, and then some. He's got a new album coming out. We're going to chat about that, plus play some classics and some new stuff coming on that album, which will be released today digitally in all digital outlets. All that and so much more. We rock your radio on a Thursday, you know. It goes like this.
Everybody
Yes. Starting off with some amazing fire on a Thursday morning. This is music from For Peace, featuring a track called Urban Groove. Up next, Canada's own, Toronto's own, Keys and Krates, back at it with a brand new track, Samba, Surprize. They've been producing a few singles lately, a few before the holiday season towards the end of 2024. Wondering if they're up for a new album. Who knows? Once again, Keys and Krates in the mix coming up. Still to come in about 5 minutes or so, our special mini mix of women of independent electronic music featuring the likes of DJ Minx out of Detroit, Sydney Blue, Mistress Barbara, Kathy Brown, legendary house music diva of house vocalist. Yes, big time. All that and so many more, including Strawbry, up-and-comer. We also have music from Blondish, Cosmic Cat. The list goes on. A little later on today in the program, Mr. Ron Allen from Strobe Recordings is here. He's got a new album out, released today. We'll be playing tracks off that, chatting with him, and dropping a few classics too. Yeah, hold tight.
ensinou, me mostrou como é que faz. Mas já tá velho, não dá pra amarrar mais. Papai me ensinou, me mostrou como é que faz. Mas já tá velho, não dá pra amarrar mais. Pai me ensinou, me mostrou como é que faz.
The sounds of Wooda, brand new music. Yes, most definitely feeling so good on this one. A track called Reggae Fusion. Up next, as promised, our mini mega mix, so to speak, of International Women's Day and celebrating International Women's Day happening on Saturday. But we're celebrating it here a little early, but we celebrate women all the time on this radio station. In particular, pulling together a mega mix of Canadian, US, European women who have made a major contribution to dance music, and in particular independent electronic music. Kicking things off with Cosmic Cat. Cosmic Cat has been on this show several times and has done some amazing things over the last several years, including productions, DJ sets, and recently had a guest spot on BBC Radio 1. There we go. Take that, moving in the right direction radio. We'll kick off this set for International Women's Day and celebrating women's talent in independent electronic music with Cosmic Cat.
Celebrating the women of electronic music on 89.5 FM in Toronto. Looking forward to International Women's Day March 8th. Support women in music. Moving in the right direction radio.
nowadays, it's the ways of the underground.
Tremendous track here, released in 2024 out of Los Angeles, Strawbry. Before that, Cosmic Cat, Take Me Higher. In case you're wondering, we're celebrating the women of independent electronic music with a little mini mix over the next 20 minutes or so. Up next, house music vocalist, disco music vocalist, sensation, diva, Kathy Brown. This one is in association with Revival House Project. We'll have another one from Kathy Brown featuring a collaboration with Darius Syrossian, a track called Work It Out. As we work it out right here on this radio station on Thursday morning, CIUT 89.5.
Celebrating the women of electronic music on 89.5 FM in Toronto. Looking forward to International Women's Day March 8th. Support women in music. Moving in the right direction radio.
Yes, you're locked in tight to a special mini mega mix of women artists supporting independent electronic music in celebration of International Women's Day on Saturday. In the background, the legendary Kathy Brown in collaboration with Darius Syrossian, a track called Work It Out. This one just released a few weeks ago. Up next, Canadian independent women. Coming up in a couple of tracks here, including Blondish, and this one from Sydney Blue, a track called Give It Up For Me, 2024 extended remix, a bit of a rework from an original classic from Sydney Blue. Of course, Sydney Blue is being a powerhouse in terms of women in music and just a person in music in general here in Canada. One of the co-founders of the Underground Dance Music Single of the Year for the Juno Awards, and she was certainly a lead and instrumental in making that happen, amongst all kinds of other credentials, including Change the Beat, a non-profit organization that supports people that are underrepresented in dance music, including women still, believe it or not, and something that we hope to change together. Up next, Sydney Blue. one of the original women of electronic music here in Canada, based in Montreal, still going strong to this day. Mistress Barbara, yes, up next with a track called FL Karma. Up next, right here. We just finished hearing the sounds of Sydney Blue. A track called Give It Up For Me. Still to come, we got music from Blondish. We're going to try and fit in some Carrere and Tavares, up and coming female DJs and producers. All in celebration of International Women's Day. Hope you're enjoying the mix. Still to come after 8 o'clock. Canadian producer sensation DJ Ron Allen is here to chat about his new album. Plus, we'll play some tracks from it and some classics from the Strobe Recordings catalog. Hold tight.
Celebrating the women of electronic music on 89.5 FM in Toronto. Looking forward to International Women's Day March 8th. Support women in music. Moving in the right direction radio.
La musique et le rythme, c'est l'essence de la vie. La musique et le rythme, c'est l'essence de la vie. Le rythme, c'est l'essence de la vie. La musique et le rythme, c'est l'essence de la vie. Le rythme, c'est l'essence de la vie.
Go big or go home. I was on the grind, but now I'm on the throne. Can't touch me when I'm in the zone. Berlin to D-Town, I just stay going. Go big or go home. I was on the grind, but now I'm on the throne. Can't touch me when I'm in the zone. Berlin to D-Town, I just stay going. Go big or go home. I was on the grind, but now I'm on the throne. Can't touch me when I'm in the zone. Berlin to D-Town, I just stay going. Go big or go home. I was on the grind, but now I'm on the throne. Can't touch me when I'm in the zone. Berlin to D-Town, I just stay going. 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 I just stay going.
The sounds of DJ Minx, who's been on this program before, part of our mini mix for celebrating International Women's Day and women producers and DJs out of Detroit. Up next, Angie Stone, the late great, passed away suddenly through a car accident at the age in her 60s. Very young still, one of my favorite R&B soulful dance music artists, has done numerous remixes, or been remixed several times. In particular, this track right here, I Wish I Didn't, coming up next, ByVolaris bootleg that we actually premiered here a few weeks ago, ironically enough. Rest in peace, a legend in dance music, a legend in soul music, Angie Stone.
Celebrating the women of electronic music on 89.5 FM in Toronto. Looking forward to International Women's Day March 8th. Support women in music.
end off our International Women's Day mini mix set with music from Toronto's own Cairo and Tavares, who've done mind-blowing things over the last few years, and congratulations to them. This one recorded on Bedrock a few years ago, a track called Mind.
It'd be great to be free again.
Celebrating the women of electronic music on 89.5 FM in Toronto. Looking forward to International Women's Day March 8th. Support women in music. Moving in the right direction radio.
It'd be great to be free again. It'd be great to be free again. Your body, your mind, soul on one plane. Your mind.
Okay, drum and bass crew, we did not forget about you. Starting off hour number 2 with brand new music from L-Side and Lauren King, a track called Unwind. It goes like this. Still to come, Run Now, and special guest coming up in a few minutes. Hold tight for that. Gonna be wild.
I didn't sleep from night to morning, thinking I'd lost the love again.
Just finished hearing the sounds of London Electricity, a track called Always Golden. Up next, this one by request, some jungle drum and bass action from GrooveKeys, a track called Bring On the Fire. Yes, we're on fire here on a Thursday morning. Still to come, Ron Allen in about 7 minutes. Hold tight.
Yes, Papa Wagon. You know them DVD, them come and ask me how who run things. You know when they answer them, sure. You want a murder? Hey, what? International, what they call me international. When me ride from them in the movement, the rhythm come down crucial. When me ride from them and they make it down steady. Body me on the place where they want Jamal skin. Reach up in a Brixton, in a Germany, go away. We go down in a New York and in Jamaica. Every chart on my ragamuffin culture. Anytime we hold the mic, we have to bring the fire. Hey, what? International, what they call me international. When me ride from them in the movement, the rhythm come down crucial. When me ride from them and they make it down steady. Body me on the place where they want Jamal skin. Reach up in a Brixton, in a Germany, go away. We go down in a New York and in Jamaica. Every chart on my ragamuffin culture. Anytime we hold the mic, we have to bring the fire. Yes, Papa Wagon. You know them DVD, them come and ask me how who run things. You know when they answer them, sure. International, what they call me international. When me ride from them in the movement, the rhythm come down crucial. When me ride from them and they make it down steady. Body me on the place where they want Jamal skin. Reach up in a Brixton, in a Germany, go away. We go down in a New York and in Jamaica. Every chart on my ragamuffin culture. Anytime we hold the mic, we have to bring the fire. Hey, what? International, what they call me international. When me ride from them in the movement, the rhythm come down crucial. When me ride from them and they make it down steady. Body me on the place where they want Jamal skin. Reach up in a Brixton, in a Germany, go away. We go down in a New York and in Jamaica. Every chart on my ragamuffin culture. Anytime we hold the mic, we have to bring the fire.
You're listening to Moving in the Right Direction with David James on 89.5 FM in Toronto.
Total classic right here. One of my favorite all-time classic house tracks coming out of Toronto. Mr. Ron Allen, Whispers. He's our special guest this week. We'll be chatting with him in a few seconds. He's done incredible things with his career and continues to producing music since the late 1980s, and certainly has crossed genres, not just house music. We chatted with him about his new album coming up, released today actually, full-length album, his first one ever under Ron Allen. Keep it locked to CIUT 89.5. Up next, Mr. Ron Allen in the house. CIUT 89.5. We're moving in the right direction. Ron Allen in the house. I had you on during the pandemic, I think. Welcome back to the program.
Yeah, it's been a while, eh? What a journey. those are some crazy days.
Yeah, well, we're back to crazy days.
I'm telling you. Different kind of pandemic.
That's right. We'll see how that goes. So thanks for doing this, and I really appreciate your music. And we've played together a few times over the years, and good to have you back on the program. You have a new album coming out. In fact, you just told me your first album, coming from you in particular, ever. So that's pretty cool. I noticed you're wearing an infrared T-shirt there. Tell us about those early days, because I know that. I've always respected and admired you because you have a real diverse taste in sound in terms of electronic music, at least. I know you produce other things even beyond that. But tell us the difference between strobe and infrared and those kind of early days there.
Yeah, well, those early records, especially like infrared, that was our first release, ST001. Hayden and I were, I was really I introduced Hayden to the Detroit sound, Detroit techno when I moved to Toronto. It's around 80. Well, we were label mates at Big Shot Records before that, late 80s. But we had left that label and together him and I opened Strobe, and our first project was Infrared, which was heavily minimal Detroit techno, bleepy. We've got all these ideas, and we were DJing together. We had we were called Reel to Reel or something back then.
Nice.
We used to do warehouse parties, late night warehouse parties, and then go back to the studio. But when we started Strobe, we put Infrared together, and then the rest is history. So Aiden would do his. Sometimes we collab. I would do mine, and that's sort of how Strobe evolved. And as far as the sound of Strobe, that evolved as well because, although my heart's in techno, I'm very soulful. I like to experiment with jazz and disco and everything. I've produced country records,
Although it's funny, I'm getting these promos sent to me, and this deep melodic house, they call it, I guess. I don't know. But it's starting to have this Western feel a little bit. This sort of, maybe like New Mexican, Nevada desert feel, the spiritual Western vibe happening. So don't kid yourself on that one. There could be a whole thing going on there.
Yeah, no. I've just, my biggest sellers are my first records still to this day.
Yeah.
And they sell well. So it's like eventually this collection will have that effect down the road. It might be gone by then, but it'll have its effect. You know.
Yeah, you'll be like a famous painting. Once you're dead, you'll be worth more.
Well, yeah, exactly. Art always appreciates, right?
I've known your catalog probably before we even spoke, but I'm blown away at what that must have been like. I was kind of into the music back then. I was very young back then, but I think what it must have been like, how the innovation must have been crazy when you were doing that kind of music.
Well, yeah, because it was hard. Like nowadays, you can just go on, get a sample library, put some loops together, and you've got a track, right? I came in, man, literally with a razor blade and tape to edit these songs together, right? Wow. We had a drum machine. Even the computers was shit. Like it was Steinberg 24. This looks like Atari Pong.
Yeah.
And, and then using the SP1200 together with synths and KMS boxes to sync things. And just, we had to be really technical. And then at the end of the day, when you're, getting ready to do an edit, you bring out that razor blade. So we did
labor intensive.
We had like 8-second sampling. You know what I mean?
So yeah, not like today, but like labor intensive, like just physical labor.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, tremendous. And I noticed that I think with a lot of productions, especially maybe out of Europe mostly with the younger producers, that kind of bleak techno, atmospheric, maybe house, ambient house, I think they used to call it, kind of stuff you were doing early on is making a comeback, actually. Like, when I think of UK producers like Chris Dussy, it's a little bit sped up and a little bit more 2025, but there's that melodic, atmospheric vibe happening, and that's, which I love.
Yeah, I'm hearing a really, a resurgence of 90s production.
Yeah.
And I'm really loving it. Like, aside from some of the cheesy remixes, but I can start to hear that production coming back, those old, JV Roland pianos and things like the TX81, which defined the sound of house, those things in the M1. Can name a few more, especially the Juno 106. But yeah, those are all the classics that build house we used, right? 808 had a 909, had 303, we had all that stuff that we had to sync without a computer. So
crazy. I've noticed over the last year and a half, maybe 2 years, you've been on a tear with productions. Like, I think there's sort of the initial days that we're talking about, which you were on a tear with. Maybe, some stuff, and then a bit of, maybe not a lull, but slow down, and now back like full force, especially with the house music thing. Talk about that.
Well, yeah, I mean, I left house music mid-90s. I licensed all my stuff off to different labels, like Strictly Rhythm and Stickman and a bunch of labels. That's why I have so many aliases floating around there. And I decided, this year I'm going to take control of all of that music, and that's why everything's now on my Bandcamp page. Even the old Plus 8 stuff.
Yeah.
I did for Richie and John. but yeah, so I had left house, and then I started producing other genres of music, like pop music, R&B, gospel. I did some country records. I just really working in big studios, doing big projects. And so I really was on a journey to become that Quincy Jones. And I had some success there. It was really interesting for years, and then just the change in the music, man. The change, and I'm not just saying the technology, just the attitude of people in the business and the artists and the producers and just it just became something I didn't enjoy anymore. So I took a little break and just worked on my marketing career, and but over COVID, it brought me back to the music.
Yeah,
doing Twitch and DJing, and just brought me back to the music. And then finally, I said I have to get off this camera and go do some music, and that's when I started the album.
Yeah, amazing. One track that I'm sure will be on the album is, which I've been playing since its release. It's done well in the charts globally and all the digital outlets. The One, right?
Yes.
Outstanding. To talk about that, because it's one of those tracks that I play out quite a bit. I can play anywhere, and everyone loves it. Everyone's like, "What is this? What is this?"
Yeah, I wanted to do something fun. Like I had written that song a long time ago. It was actually a demo, and I had sang on it. Just to get the melody across to a vocalist, and I had chopped up some samples from some other samples that I had, and just writing sessions that I've had, and I really put some production behind my vocal. Obviously, a lot of odd tune and melodyne and
nice
this and that. But yeah, so I just had arranged the song so well for a vocalist that I said, what, this can go. I'm not the greatest singer or anything, but I think it works melodically. very melodic song, and I think it has a positive message. Kind of the last addition to the album. I needed one more track, and I said, why not? Let's do it.
Yeah, excellent, brilliant. Talk about the album, because I know that as a DJ and also producer, and like you just talked about, you're involved in many different projects you have been throughout your career. But even when you play electronic music or house music, you don't. We've played together. I've heard you play a lot of times. That you don't stick to one little thing. You kind of you surprise people when you play, right? Mm-hmm. Some techno, some Detroit techno, some soulful house, some new jazz. The way I think people should always play. But tell us about the album. Are we expecting that kind of vibe, or like what's the vision?
I would say most of it is on an. It sounds deep. It's definitely deep house record. It has more of a emergent tone. It's darker, aside from the one, but it's very experimental. I just I tried a new way of working. I used to, from my break doing house music, I used to make house music differently, and I set up a little compact studio, so I had to change my workflow, and it kind of influenced how I make music. I also didn't want it to make it too musical. I wanted to have that feeling like I had back in the 91, 92, which is like the song 1992 is about that, just capturing that early essence that I had when I would go to Detroit, drive down, head over, go to Music Institute, drive back to Toronto, hit the studio, and just make all these records, right?
Yeah.
So, I just wanted to have that feeling again before I approached a project. But now that's been done. It's been a year in the making, and I'm on to the next journey, and I'm just listening to music and thinking where I want to go with this next project.
Yeah, cool. We'll edit this part out, but the album it's March 6th, right? Which is Thursday?
Yeah, Thursday.
Okay, perfect. Okay. So let me just cue this up again. So the album is actually released today, Thursday. It's Thursday morning. It's out right now on all digital outlets, I guess. Yeah.
Yep. It's on all the platforms, streaming, and for download, it's on Beatport, TrackSource, and of course my Bandcamp. And there's actually a bonus track on the Bandcamp album. So it's everywhere. Please go out and check it out. The album is called Underground Harmonics by myself, Ron Allen. It's on Strobe Records, and I hope you enjoy the vibe.
Nice. I'm sure we will. We're going to play some of it also too today on the show. Speaking of Bandcamp, you're a big advocate for Bandcamp. Like I could imagine, because it's that do-it-yourself vibe on Bandcamp. Is that why?
Yeah. Well, I'm a digital marketer, so I'm a nerd. So I've got my ecosystem set up. Everything's connected, but Bandcamp is where everybody's at, and so I could easily put up my own store right from my website, StrobeRecords.com, but I like Bandcamp because that's where the community is. That's where the referrals are. It's like, and all the good music is there, like things you can't get on the platforms. And my Bandcamp outsells all platforms combined. Like, it's really good, and you get loyal fans. The thing I like about Bandcamp the most is they give you the email list of your customers.
Yeah.
So I'll take that list, and I can throw that into my emails, newsletters or new releases. I can, give promo offers to. I usually give better offers to my Bandcamp audience.
Yeah.
Special offers and discounts and things like that. But it just allows me to do a lot of that, some digital marketing and be in control. I know we're always giving away a piece of our music, but it's reasonable.
Yeah, I know. It reminds me, I guess if I compare it to maybe the early 2000s or 90s, you go on Yonge Street, you got Play the Record, and you got TrackSource, okay? Or Track.
And Carnival before
Carnival Star Sound. But I'll tell you, as a young person, so those I liked Trax Records and all that, but you go to Play the Record, and Play the Record's like Bandcamp. You can dig for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah.
Bootlegs and
You're so low.
right? And nothing against the other stores, but I would go to Play the Record for the main event, right? Like you kind of get the kind of typical stuff at the other places, and then Play the Record's like, okay, like white labels, bootlegs, one of a kind, important, you know, and that's Bandcamp for me now. Like, I can spend days at a time without sleeping on Bandcamp, like just the digging you can do, and it reminds me of back in the day actually, because there'll be bootlegs there, right? One of a kind originals from like really, really important artists that they're not releasing that stuff anywhere else, and so I think. I'm so glad there's a special place like that now, where Beatport and all that's okay, like, you know, respect, but you don't get the obscure things. You get some obscure things on Juno, on Juno for sure, but I think, you know, there are more cookie cutter stuff there, and that's good if you just want some good tracks right away. And
well, the thing I like is it seems more like fair, because, you know, the main 10 guys you always see on the front page of these stores, they don't even have like a really good front page on Bandcamp. You just got to go find it. So it's very organic, and I just love their referral system, and I love that they give you ownership over your customers. So you know, I'll never stop going there, and if they do shut down Bandcamp, that's when I'll go back to my own store.
Yeah, exactly. Good. You have worked with many people, both in the house music industry and outside of it. Is there anyone out there that you have your eye on that you can talk about, or someone that you would like to work with that you haven't yet?
See, I told myself when I came, I'm never working with another artist.
I love it.
I've had it with artists. I'll sing the records myself if I have to.
Yeah.
If I have to get an AI singer in there, I'll do it. But I actually am working on. I have a couple songs I've already started working on with Ed Ramsey.
Oh, nice!
Which is part of the next project, and I've reached out to some people, some of my favorite artists. I'm not going to say who they are yet.
Yeah.
But yes, I do have people in mind, and I am gradually reaching out to them.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get this project out of my way before I start focusing on more elements other than myself, because I really had to, retrain myself to make music again properly, and I'm still learning. Like, there's so much technical stuff that I see these producers doing today that I just want to learn.
Yeah,
I've got to learn. And it'll probably get more and more musical as I start doing more collaborations and get more, more influence and motivation.
Yeah, outstanding. It's good to have you back full swing in house music, and looking forward to playing the album. A couple of questions before we close out. I know that you've been playing more in Toronto. It's nice to see, man.
Yeah, I love DJing, man. I just love to make people dance, like you said. Like, and I play different styles, but like, I'll bang out some hard techno, boy. I will, but at the same time, Afro house, any genre, especially deep. Like, I've got so much music to share. Like, it's incredible. But to be able to blend those styles together without and keeping a tech house dancer dancing to a classic house tune that's soulful, but bringing it back with something hard, and it's just I just love the movement, I guess, to say. So
no pun intended. Yeah.
But yeah, I love playing Toronto. I've got a few gigs in Detroit coming up. A couple at Movement, which I'm excited about.
It's exciting.
Yeah. Like to return to my roots.
Yeah, there we go. Where can people get your music, your DJ sets, any kind of social media handles you want to plug?
Yeah, it's my social media handle. Well, I just say at stroberecords.com. That's the best thing. Everything's at Strobe Records, stroberecords.com. Bandcamp is Strobe-Records. But if you Google Strobe, that's...
Can't go wrong.
You'll find me somewhere. I'm probably the easiest guy you ever want to find.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good, man. You pop up on my everywhere, but I respect that. I love that because
it's called SEO.
Yeah, it's good, man. No, you're good. And you know what? it's like new content all the time. Like sometimes I'm on people's feeds, and it's like the same stuff over and over. But like, you know, you got t-shirts going on, you got new release coming up. Like there's just some excitement always, right? I think that's a proper way to post, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, there's some times I have to be repetitive for certain campaigns, but other than that, I keep a really good content calendar. I think it moves. I'm not one of those guys to get on there and just talk crap. You know, I just. Oh, are you going to get from me?
You're not a doctor. You're not a scientist. You're not.
I'm not going to give you life advice. I'm just hey. Go buy this record. that's you know, I just want to share music and share, you know, I'm looking to sign artists too. Like I hear some really good talent out there. I know it doesn't make sense, you know, financially for an artist to sign to a label anymore, but I would love to collaborate with some very talented people. Like at the end of the day, I'm not here to make money. I would like to make enough money just to keep the lights on for the music, which basically I do. It pays for all the things, all the tools that I use, but other than that, I'm not going on any vacations because of this.
Except for Detroit.
Not yet, until I go move to Ibiza and retire in a club.
Yeah, I'll be there with you, man. Thanks so much, and congratulations on your first album as Ron Allen, and we'll be busting that out today, and let's keep in touch, and we'll see you around.
All right, Dave, thanks so much, man. I look forward to playing with you again soon, hopefully.
3 a.m. The stroke. I remember the stroke. Turn the lights down. Feels like 1992. It feels like 1992.
planes won't take flight. From Paris to Toronto, you're grounded tonight.
To a place that's only ours. I will rest my head on your shoulder for hours. Please make it.
Yes, this is how we do it each and every Thursday morning. It's the last hour of the program. We like to get a little more deep, progressive, a little techie on you on a Thursday morning. Kicking things off with this final hour, we go to 10. Music from Lovely, Bound to Divide, a track called Flying By from the Colorized record label. Still to come over the next hour, music from Sultan and Sheppard, Sasha and Marsh with their new track, which we premiered here a few weeks ago. A classic from John Creamer and Stefan K. Music from Jenner and Sydney Blue. All that and so much more. Plus, we'll drop one of this year's nominees for Juno Underground Dance Music Single of the Year, Seal out of Montreal. All that, so much more. Keep it locked as we rock your radio on a Thursday morning, getting you up to get down. CIUT.FM online, iHeartRadio across the international system. Once again, Lovely, Bound to Divide, a track called Flying By, kicking things off. The sounds of ByVolaris. Simon Doty, Canada's own, on the remix tip, and he's done some amazing things over the last several years. Yes, Close to You, the name of the track. Up next, from This Never Happens, respect going out to Lane 8, who'll be a part of the Veld Music Festival coming up in August in town. This is Sultan and Sheppard, a track called N.
You're listening to Moving in the Right Direction with David James on 89.5 FM in Toronto.
Yes, indeed. Once again, the sounds of Sultan and Sheppard. Love that one, released several months ago, last year in 2024. Up next, brand new music, just released this week. EnJerome Sydenham, Berlin, American pioneer of techno music. I would say definitely up in the top 10 of that innovation. He was certainly a part of it. EnJerome Sydenham giving us Deep Light up next, right here on this station. the background, a track released a few years ago, still holding strong in this radio station from Moving the Right Direction Radio. Spencer Brown, a track called Sandler Cruise. Up next, we premiered this one. We're going to drop it again. We premiered it a few weeks ago. Sasha Marsh, a track called Dead Synthy off the Ajuna Deep record label. Up next.
You're listening to Moving in the Right Direction with David James on 89.5 FM in Toronto.
the sounds of Glenn Morrison and Simon James, a track called Superstar. Up next, music from John Creamer, Stefan K, a classic track called Forget the World with Ed Hauser on the remix tip. Up next, right here, CIUT 89.5 FM in Toronto. If you're looking for something to do tomorrow night, check out this radio station from 8 to 10 p.m. live and direct. Friday night, David James will be taking over the airwaves for the monthly, first Friday of the month, monthly special Moovin Extended. Yes, we'll be here with the left side of electronic music business between 8 and 10 p.m. tomorrow night, right here on 89.5 CIUT.FM online, iHeartRadio. The list goes on. We're everywhere. listening to the sounds of Jenner and Sydney Blue, a track called Release. Up next, FiyahRon, Tom Walker, a track called Burn. We premiered this one last week. We're going to bring it back for week number 2. Still to come. We're going to play a track from one of the Juno nominees for Underground Dance Music Single of the Year for 2025, Seal out of Montreal, before we end the show. Certainly one of my picks of the last few weeks. Dynamite track right here, a track called Burn from FiyahRon and Tom Walker. Up next, as we close out the radio program for this week, don't forget we're back here next Thursday between 7 and 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, live and direct on 89.5 CIUT.FM, worldwide iHeartRadio in effect. You can catch our show on podcast on Amazon Music, CIUT.FM, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Apple Play, Google Play, whatever else. We're everywhere. We'll end off the show this week with music from Seal out of Montreal, and she's up for Juno nomination for Underground Dance Music Single of the Year for this track called Bamboo. Until next week, stay safe. Up next at 10 o'clock, if you're listening live direct on a Thursday morning, Democracy Now!